We took a tour of Grenada with others in an air-conditioned bus. It was rainy for the early part, but it was worth taking the time
When
for
the
it.
Americans came, they wanted to bomb this building. They made a mistake and they bombed the mental hospital.
Oh, shoot.
At the time it was President Reagan, so they built a new one. We have a new one since then. Within the trees, that green building with the green roofing, within the trees right there, that's the official residence of the Prime Minister. Then we have the white building on the hill. It's a new building. That's the new House of Parliament. The House of Parliament. It's our national dish. Breadfruit is the #1 ingredient.
The roads go up and down steep hills, and we had some spectacular views. The buses, which are 14-passenger vans, and cars toot their horns when going around the corner because the streets are narrow, and there's many blind spots.
There's some razorbacks there. Switchbacks.
Grenada has a town called New Hampshire. We thought that was cool since we're from New Hampshire.
We are in New Hampshire.
And they decorate or beautify their towns by painting guardrails and rocks the color of their flag, red, green, and yellow.
We would have
Okay.
So they're a root.
the root is the ginger.
Yeah.
And we have this plant right here. This one, it grows similar to the ginger. It's down in the root. But this is the most important spice. This is what we call Grenada saffron. This is turmeric.
Oh, okay.
So it's, you know, you have to dig the soil.
Turmeric using curry.
Yeah.
Okay? See? So this,
That's
now,
what those are
right,
on
if you
store.
plant this would grow. You see,
Okay.
ready to grow?
But it
Yep.
doesn't smell, does it?
Yeah.
It does?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Don't stab me with your knife. Smells like carrot.
It smells like turmeric. Because I use it a lot.
Okay.
What are
Okay.
these then?
Okay, so here on this tree here, we're looking at your cocoa. For your chocolate cocoa.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
And if you look here, you see that the cocoa is coming up the trunk of the tree as well as on the branches. Yes? We have at least 3 different varieties of cocoa. And you would need wind, you need mosquitoes, and you need cocoa flies to pollinate.
Uh-huh.
You look up on this tree now, this one,
Oh, yes.
we can see the nutmegs. See nutmegs?
Okay.
We stopped at this local place that has a variety of different spices. Our guide went through the foliage and explained a lot about the spices. Oh, I guess we should have just worn our bathing
So
suits.
the nutmeg, you see, it's a woman in a boat with a red petticoat.
Uh-huh.
I can hold it. The mace, that you can use the mace in cosmetics, lipstick, fingernail polish.
Oh.
Then you grate the nutmeg in your rice pudding, your rum punch, your eggnog.
Mm-hmm.
The shell you use as a tail, as a mulch, shells.
Does that smell like nutmeg?
Then the pod for jam, jelly, ice cream, liquor, syrup, so on.
So you use it all.
Use it all.
Sure, it'll probably smell.
So this dries, and then
Yeah, probably when it dries, we'll get
And
Yeah,
then
when
you
it's
can-
dry, then it's wrapped. Yeah. Come over here.
He mentioned that the land or plantation that people have are filled with a variety of plants so that they have food and spices to eat all year long.
It's a mint.
So when are the golden apples? When do you know when to pick them?
These are not golden apple, these are nutmegs.
Oh, no, sorry.
More?
And you don't have to pick these, it splits open and it falls down on the ground, you come and pick them up. These are the, which one is it? Santa Maria? Oh no, these are the Panadol. Panadol. Like if you go to the pharmacy because you have a headache, you ask for Panadol, that's Panadol.
Okay.
The rooster's crown, cock's crown. You use the big time for the common cold for fresh meat, fish.
And what is that?
Big time. Big time for the common cold
Yep.
or for fresh meat and fish.
Okay.
Right, so the beans are inside of this. But if you notice that this one is past the stage, so it starts to grow. See that? It starts to grow. Right? So normally you take the beans out of the pod, you put it in a box and cover with banana leaves to ferment for 1 week. After 1 week, you put it out in the sun to dry for 1 week. Once it is dried, then we roast them. And we grind this in a grinder. And it comes just soft, we can roll them into a little ball. This is a cocoa ball that we use for making hot cocoa tea, chocolate cakes and ice cream. So this ball you let down in a cup of, about 4 cups of water. It boils and dissolves. Then you strain it and add milk and sugar to your taste. So if you open your hand, this has no sugar, that's pure cocoa, 100%.
Otherwise, you want to get it out on your own?
That's not bad.
So,
You just don't want a spoonful of it.
We stopped at the Concord waterfalls. Normally, you're able to go in the water at the falls. When we were there, the falls were so strong and muddy that they could take the skin off you, so we didn't go in. Concord waterfall. The way down to the waterfall. Because we just had a rainstorm, it is really going. This one guy right in front of us did go in the water. And there's tons of mist. Up close. Are you going in?
No, it looks a little intense today.
It does. That one guy did.
Yeah, it looked like he was struggling to get back and stuff. So.
Did he jump from here or something? I don't know.
No, I don't know. I think you could probably go in between the two rings.
Probably.
No, that's a little too intense for me.
Yeah, I think so. Before leaving, we saw some monkeys in a cage. There are lots of monkeys that run in the wild. You just don't see them all the time. Where'd the monkeys go? There's the monkeys.
She first won, she was 22. I think she's 23 now. See her there? She's the minister responsible for the environment.
The town of Wav.
Well, we don't want you to have a problem, but if you have a problem with the alternator or your started motor, the best place to get it checked in the Caribbean is here. Have you heard of Alto? No? Alto. So the Guam Fish Friday is tonight. You're looking on your right. They would close up these streets on your right, up and across, up and across. You see this stuff?
In one town, they have fish fries every Friday night, and in another town, they have a big party on the last Saturday of the month.
This is across and 2 inches parallel. You see that? That's a Janet house. That house is called Janet House. After Hurricane Janet in 1955, we got those houses prefab from Venezuela, and we named them after the hurricane. Well, we noticed wherever the good strong concrete houses fell, all those houses, Janet houses, stood up. And we don't know why. We suggest that because there were twisters in the hurricane, maybe they were too small to be picked up, you know, but they survived. And they're still livable. People are living in them still. So drying every half an hour, you would go through and store it. So if it's raining, then you slide it back in.
I see how it works.
Pretty cool.
Okay? Good. And then you send it up to the factory to get it roasted. And it stays red. Yeah?
Okay.
Right. But on this tree, it starts green. And it will turn yellow when it's ready.
Are they different kinds?
The beans are the same.
Huh.
It's the same and everything.
What are these things? Are these edible?
No, they're not edible.
Because you see them all over.
Yeah,
the
but they're
place.
not edible.
That's what I thought was maybe the chims. and-
Oh, no. Not the chili. No.
Find your way.
No.
We didn't go on a tour because it was lunchtime and no one was available. We did go inside the chocolate factory store and bought some chocolate.
If not, then we go straight to the sampling.
Pretty. The smell.
Steel urns. What's the story on this? We see them everywhere.
Yes, these are copper pots.
Copper pots.
Copper pots. They're still using this. They use this to boil tea.
So they're from sugarcane production?
If you look to your left, look on the left, you will see the breakwater project, the breakwater. So that's what they're trying to do, put a harbor, a bay. So as you can see, all the old British bricks, you know, all these British bricks came from England. They came as ballots on the ships. So they would drop off ballots and take rum and sugar back to England. This is a gift from China to the Grenada people, yeah? Well, because this place was damaged, so I guess some people lost their houses up here, you know? So I guess some went in there. But normally people don't want to go to these houses, you know? That's not our style of housing.
We want to say thank you to all of our viewers who have subscribed and commented. We appreciate your support and feedback. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps us build our channel up so we can keep bringing you more videos.